Hello, everyone. Welcome to another day with me. I am in a different location because I am hanging out with my friends that are family, and we're celebrating each other and just fellowshipping for our own little Christmas gathering. And I am committed to recording a video every day. I have my phone, and I'm just gonna do it. She set me up with a really nice new tripod, so I get to try out different things. And it actually works. The lighting is good. I'm here, you're here, and so we're here together. You may hear some voices because they are in the wall right behind me, having fun, doing karaoke. We're singing songs. We're just really enjoying the moment and each other. So I definitely don't want to block any of that out. It is Saturday. I hope that you have had a great day wherever you are. And we're going to get right into the thoughts for this video. I want to talk about taking advantage of every opportunity to spend time and discover something new and to be available for different opportunities, new conversations, be open-minded to exploring your family, whether it's your immediate family, whether it's friends that you call family, whatever unit or tribe that you are in. I want to encourage you this holiday to explore and go further. I talked in another video about making memories and having a memory that you can share, something new, something you can curate, something that you can implement with your loved ones this holiday season. I'm going to take it a step further and talk about being intentional about the fellowship and being open to pivot. The reason that is important is because the holidays bring up different memories and different emotions for everyone. We don't all have to be on the same page. However, I think what's most important, at least for me this holiday, is to make sure that we are spending that quality time together. And sometimes that means having a conversation. Sometimes it's, hey, this is not just your Christmas, it's my Christmas. This is not just your break. It's also a time for us to take a break. This isn't just your holiday. This is our holiday. And there is enough space for you to spend time doing the things you want, for us to spend time together, and then for the impromptu, where we are open for, we didn't plan this, or we didn't really, have a structured agenda, but hey, why not? What's the risk of doing it? And I believe that that is something, depending on your personality, depending on what you have space for, you will either do it or you will be hesitant to do it. I'm here to encourage you to not be hesitant, but to embrace it and to actually lean forward and find ways to engage and be intentional. And what you will learn is you will learn more about yourself. You will probably experience something different. You will be enlightened. The other members of your family will open up, I think, when we explore something fun. And you may do something together for the very first time that none of you have participated in. So it's a shared memory where it's not just, hey, wasn't that fun? I told you it was going to be a good time. It's, man, this was cool. You each get to share your own unique experience because you're all doing it for the first time. I think that is worth exploring and worth actually taking the time to do it. So I put the idea out there. I recognize that everybody's in a different family situation. So if you are going to, by choice or by circumstance, spend the holidays by yourself, I don't want to leave you out too. Just because you are not necessarily with family or friends doesn't mean that you can't explore new opportunities with people, strangers that then become people you are familiar with. If you have the courage to maybe go to a meetup or do some research about meetups in the arc of safety, in an environment where you can learn about folks and then, see where there's intersectionality for some of the things you have in common, do that. Meetups are good. And it's, try. If you don't like it, then you just exit stage left and you do something different. There's also benefits in taking classes if you're by yourself, cooking classes, going to see the lights, taking an opportunity to just walk around. You'd be surprised at the people that you meet. And you could not meet anyone. You could enjoy that experience 100% by yourself, no harm. You can share your memory. And if you're a person that has a social media channel, you could channel or just a social media account. You could even take pictures from your experience. I remember we went on a cruise and we were having so much fun that the family in the water next to us were like, can we get in a picture with you all? And we looked at each other, we were like, absolutely, come join us. So we took a picture together. We were doing fun shots, we intermingled in, we spaced ourselves out. When you see that picture, you can't tell that we didn't come together because it happened in the moment and we embraced it. And we said, we're all here, let's have a good time. They were picking up our vibe, we accepted it, and then we combined it, and it was a good memory for all of us. Hopefully you take what I'm saying into account for those that are, either only children or you are just physically somewhere this holiday where you're not able to get to family. If you're watching this and you're like, man, I don't have any of those things and I'm not in an environment where I can get to those things, I would like for you to put that information in the chat. We can meet up on Zoom. We can actually, have a conversation and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. What are you doing? We can just talk. I say that because there are a lot of folks that are lonely during the holidays, either by choice or because they may not want to reach out, may not know how to reach out. And I don't mind putting myself out there. I do make sure that I'm safe. I am very cautious. However, I know that I have a heart and it's big enough to share. I have ideas and experiences and I can definitely share mine with you. And so if you find yourself in that boat, put your name in the comments and then I'll send you an email and we can converse and set up a Zoom meeting where we can meet each other face to face and just chat if that's something that will help you through the holidays. For my non-single folks that have families, even if you have small kids and you're like, yeah, what am I gonna do? I've got these babies here, can't go anywhere. I'm burping and I'm feeding. There are hopefully family members and friends that wouldn't mind watching your little bundle of joy while you go out and explore, even for a couple of hours. Go to a coffee shop, schedule some time to go see the lights, and you don't even have to go far. Somebody in your neighborhood is stringing up lights, and probably some ugly ones. Go walk around, drive around the neighborhood or the closest neighborhood to you and look at the lights. Slowly go through your neighborhood and take in the hard work of your neighbors. And some of your neighbors have left their lights up all year round and they're just crappy. Take the opportunity to laugh at them. Not laugh, that's mean, but to enjoy the attempt of making the holiday spirit shine. I'm just throwing out ideas that we can do. There's also reading. There's also that book that you swore that you were gonna read that you never got to. Some of my friends and colleagues have already dipped out for the year. There's this thing called Use or Lose where I work, and so folks are taking the advantage of the holiday. They're spending it with friends. I talked to one coworker on Friday that said, the wife and I just staying in the house. We're gonna catch up on our shows. We're gonna order Chinese, and we're just gonna look at each other and laugh and watch TV. And then when we get to that show that we don't want to watch, we'll go do something else, and then we'll come back together. There are so many different ways to be intentional and to fellowship and engage with people in your own household, people in your own family, friends that you haven't seen for a long time, friends that you may want to reconnect with and say, hey, we haven't talked and I got some free time. Are you free? Would love to see you for lunch. Would love to just catch up with you. I believe that we are in a season where we need to connect, where we need to fellowship, and we need to be thinking about each other. We need to be calling each other. We need to even text and say, hey, I was thinking about you. I get those texts from people that I haven't talked to in a long time, and I really appreciate it. 'Tis the season to have some sacrificial accommodation for what someone else is going through. maybe they don't have that unit and they would love a home cooked meal. 'Tis the season to connect and say, hey, I know that there's this family and they just went through an experience or some trauma, and they would probably love a meal or probably love some dessert. To be an extension of love and kindness. There's so many different ways to just acknowledge humanity, be the light of Christ this holiday season. That's what the season is really about. And make sure that we're not just making memories for ourselves, but we're inserting and leaning forward and helping others have beautiful memories as well. I hope that you enjoy this video. I'm about to go back, hang out with my people, sing some more songs. I've been enjoying myself this evening, and I hope that you have a good night too. Wish you the best. See you tomorrow night. Bye.